Hi all, so in today's video we're going to discuss autopilot mode. Are you living in autopilot mode? I'm going to go through 6 signs and sometimes I add in bonuses, don't I? So we'll stay in for 6 now. That you could be living in autopilot mode. In life, we often are in autopilot mode just because we have so many stresses and things around us. We're just like in this autopilot mode all the time. The only time we don't feel we're not is probably when we go on holiday, and that's why we can't wait to go on holiday. Sometimes in the weekend, if we've got not a catch up to-do list of chores. I don't know why the camera's gone dark again. So these are signs that are going to help you identify if you are. And if you're feeling stuck, it is likely that you are. Identifying these signs and just ticking off yes or no as I go through them can help you take action towards living a more intentional life, a life that takes you in the direction that you want to go. As you know, I'm a transformation empowerment coach, a life coach, and a life purpose coach. So I do that as well as the advanced physical training and yoga and all the other stuff that I do. And this is one of the main elements that I make sure clients are aligned with, because it's really important to live our best lives. It's important to acknowledge that autopilot mode isn't always harmful though, because that's why we have it. In fact, it can be used to help you to conserve energy and free up mental space for more demanding tasks. So there is a positive aspect to it. But knowing how and when to purposely engage with your brain's autopilot mode, i.e. when you're building new habits or trying to conserve mental energy for a more demanding task later in the day, is absolutely key, and this is where we need to balance it. If you're looking to live a more intentional life, or you're looking for a life purpose coach or a transformation coach or a coach in general, then I do offer a package for that, and you can check that out in my services, or you can email me in terms of a package to see what your goal is and how long we would say that would need to be. There is no one size fits all in personal growth. That's really important to know. I'm not just talking this for clients or coaching, or if you're wishing to contact me, I'm talking this in general and across all my videos. There's no one size fits all. You take what serves you, and this post is there to serve you, help you, guide you, and for us to live the best lives that we can. So let's have a little bit of a wake-up call with these 6 signs of whether we're living on autopilot. One of them is you are regularly acting without thinking. Sometimes, or most of the times when we're in autopilot, we're just acting without thinking. If you think about it, when you drive to work, for example, you just get there and you're like, okay, I'm here, I'm not sure I remember the journey, because you're on autopilot. Or if one day you're not going to work, you're going somewhere else, you actually end up at work because you're not thinking. It's like a routine autopilot. So that's number 1. Number 2 is you often feel like you've wasted your day, or you don't know what you've got done because you've been on this autopilot. Okay. And then number 3, I would say, is you don't know your values and priorities. And when we don't know our values and priorities, we run on autopilot as well. And sorry, 1 second. Yeah. Number 4, your days feel more filled with meaningless activities than meaningful tasks. Like, I look back at some of my days and I'm like, what have I done apart from chasing the plumber to come for this? What have I done apart from, going to my 9-to-5 work job when I did, and running around doing the tasks of, some of the time consuming tasks, and then chasing down this or checking the bank statement. And you're like, okay, what was all that? A whole day is wasted on that. Obviously not your 9-to-5 job, but sometimes even in your 9-to-5 job, you can get caught up in the time consuming stuff. And so it's kind of like you end the day feeling like you're filled with more meaningless activities than meaningful tasks. And number 5, you often zone out and miss what's happening in front of you. I'm sure we've all been there. You just tap out for a moment and you're like, Okay, I'm back. You've gone into autopilot mode, or you've tapped out of a meeting and something's come to your mind, and you've gone into like, you're in the meeting but you're not there and your mind is on that other thing, you know, so that's autopilot mode as well. You're not present. Number 6, you frequently say yes to things you don't want to do because you're not attuned with your own preferences and needs. You kind of like this on this own, your autopilot, where you're not taking the time to just, do I really want to do this? Does it sit well with me within my being? Or am I just saying yes? And actually, maybe I do want to do this, but not today. So I'm going to say not today. I'm going to say I'm free on Saturday or Sunday. You know, they're simple examples of autopilot mode. And these things, by just like going through them as we've discussed them, you will be able to identify if you are, and also then rectify them. Like I said, if you need help in any terms of life coaching or achieving goals, you can contact me on my email description box below. If not, I hope this very short video, but not short, was actually helpful for you. If it was, please like and subscribe, support the channel, support my energy dedicated to you, and I'll see you in our next video. Have a lovely day.